Welcome to YourSchoolUniform.com. We've been supplying parents and schools with quality uniform for over 12 years and currently supply around 1,000 schools across the UK. We deal with uniform every single day, so I wanted to share with you some tips and advice for how to get the best fit for your school uniform and make sure children go off to school feeling happy and looking great. So our first tip is to measure your child so you know exactly what size they are to start with. If your child's wearing a shirt, these will come in collar sizes. So measure around the base of the neck and allow a couple of fingers to fit inside so it's not too tight. So if you measure their chest, and if they have their arms down by the sides, and measure around the widest part of the chest. Measuring the waist, you need to measure the natural waist around the widest part. The hips, you need to measure around the widest part of the bottom. Trousers and skirts often come in different lengths, so to measure the trouser length, you need to measure the inside leg, which is measured from here to where you want the trousers to actually finish, just above the shoe. And the skirt length will be taken for the length that you want the skirt to appear. When measuring, make sure you don't pull the tape too tight and allow a little bit of room for movement. To measure your child's height, make sure they're standing upright and take the measurement from the top part of the head. So having got those few simple measurements, you're now in the best position to choose the right uniform for your child. Our second tip is to think about the fit of the clothing. Now, uniform is based on an average sized child, and not every child is average. Some are shorter, some are taller, all different shapes and sizes. Your child will probably have an idea as to how they like to wear clothing. Some might like to wear jumpers baggier, others might like to wear them closer fitting. And you as a parent will also have some ideas about how much growing room you want to allow. You know whether your child's just had a growth spurt or is about to have a growth spurt and how much growing room you really want to allow in those garments. Our final tip, to make sure you've got all bases covered, here are a few other things you might want to consider. If your child has to wear a jumper under the blazer, you might want to allow a little more room with the blazer size just for comfort. When buying sweatshirts and jumpers, these are usually based on chest size. If your child's particularly tall, you may want to go up a chest size to make sure you've got the fit in the length and in the arms. I hope you found this useful. It is worth spending the time to take those few key measurements to make sure you get the right school uniform. Our advice is to measure twice and buy once, so your child goes off to school looking smart and feeling great. Hope you found this useful, and thank you for watching. For all your schoolwear needs and our full range, please visit www.YourSchoolUniform.com.